Ooh, that reminds me. All right, I did find something good this week. You had to dig into my brain a little bit.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers, look for the helpers.
I did.
Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't there.
It's fun to sing in a fake British accent.
I don't want to do a fake British accent on the show. I almost did. I almost said, you know what? I'm going to do my best Austin Powers.
I never say that I'm doing a British accent. I always go, yeah, I'm just doing a bad Austin Powers. I know that. And he's not British. He's Canadian. So it's fine.
Right. Are you doing a bit? I'm always doing a bit. Constantly.
Always. Always doing a bit.
Welcome back to Watson and James Don't Play. My name is the evil orderly from Happy Gilmore.
And I'm the proverbial yard duty.
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt?
I'm not even using names anymore. I'm just using unnamed characters from movies from the early 90s.
Real in the weeds with these names.
Yeah, right.
So we took a break last week and we played some Hamtaro just because we needed a little cuteness, a little levity.
I needed some light.
Some light fluff.
Right. I needed some Crystal Pepsi.
But we're back. We're back in, Dark Souls territory.
There was a kid in school, the Honorable Clarence J., and he used a Crystal Pepsi lunchbox when I was a kid, and I always thought that was awesome.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
The Honorable Clarence J.
How did he get that title?
I just started calling him that one day. So here's the story. I grew up in a pretty small town.
Okay.
And there was like a cornerstone in the high school gym, and it had like the founding members of the town I grew up in, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
One of the members was this kid's great-grandfather, right?
All right.
Great-great-grandfather. And his great-great-grandfather's name was Clarence J. And then last name. So it was Clarence J.
Whatever
the guy's
last name is.
Yeah. So from that point on, in addition to losing one of his eyes in a BB gun accident.
The kid or the grandpa?
The kid.
Okay.
The kid, right? He was out of school for like 2 months. Nobody knew what happened. He came back to school with a glass eye.
Awesome.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So at that point, he became the Honorable Clarence J. And I ran it by him. I said, listen.
You weren't bullying this
No, I
kid.
was not bullying this kid. If anything, he was a bully before he lost the eye.
Humbled him, though.
It humbled him a little bit. And I said, I feel compelled to call you this. How do you feel about that? Not today, Mr. Goatman.
You were called by the spirit.
And he says, yeah, that's my great-grandpa. Yeah, absolutely, he was a great man. So then he became the Honorable Clarence J.
Did it catch on?
He went from Brent to the Honorable Clarence J., and then everyone in school started calling him that, and then eventually he just became Clarence.
I'm glad that caught on.
Yeah, and it wasn't like toxic, it wasn't mean.
Maybe changed that kid's life.
Maybe. I don't know what happened to him. I have no idea.
That and the eye thing.
That and losing his eye in a BB gun accident.
But you know what I mean? He saw a different path.
Right.
That's nice. That's a nice story. He's in prison now, but
Oh, him? He's in prison.
No.
For what? Yeah, you don't want to know. White collar stuff, a little bit of blue collar stuff, mostly white collar stuff.
Good old fashioned no collar stuff.
Committing blue collar crimes. Like what? Like he assaulted a coworker with a forklift? I guess.
I mean, he was certified.
Oh, I found my certification card yesterday.
You don't keep it in your wallet like always, like I do?
I was cleaning my wallet. Yeah.
It sounds silly, but I know what you mean.
You know what I mean,
Decluttering.
Right? It's the first... No, I mean like I was like wiping it down, preserving the leather, all that. Kissing it, giving little, subtle little touches and things like that.
You can buy oils. You don't have to secrete your own.
Right. So I was oiling my wallet. It was the first time I'd done it, and probably since I bought it. And I'm like, look at you. You're gonna last another 15 years.
Excellent.
I feel like a man buys one wallet. That's the wallet that he'll have his entire life, unless something else comes along. But usually there's no reason to buy another. Once you have a wallet, once you own a billfold, you're good.
I feel like at some point in a boy's life, his family gifts him a wallet for like Christmas or a birthday or something. That stays the wallet until he's like a man. And at some point he will acquire, like you said, the one wallet that will just be his wallet until it literally disintegrates. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's pretty much it.
Jesus Christ! Anyway, we're playing. We got way off chart there. But anyway, we're playing Dark Souls 3 Convergence. This guy is a beefy boy, shooting his red skulls at me. It's great.
I like the skull effects. They're nice.
There is something that I want to do in this playthrough. In this
Why did you
episode.
fling us into a boss battle in the first 5 minutes?
So that's the plan. So I need to get back to the bonfire wherever I was. I was just kind of running around doing stuff. I beat this boss off the air, so to speak, and I didn't mean to.
Oh,
So in the Convergence mod, you can replay boss battles.
sure.
So I need to find. I forget where this boss is. I think I already reset the boss, so I just need to go where the boss is.
And you'll find him.
Yeah, and it's a brand new boss that whoever made this mod. I don't know if it was one guy, it was multiple people. I never know how that works. Like a mod comes out.
I don't know the team behind the mod.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Anyway, this is a completely new boss.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
I'm excited.
it'll be very cool.
Yeah, don't tell me. And then whenever we get there, tell me everything.
Right. How was your week? Good week?
It's an all right week.
Solid?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing spectacular.
Happy Groundhog Day, dating the episode a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
Immediately.
it'll come out today.
Yeah,
it's fine.
All right, cool.
It's fine. Don't listen to that if you're in the future.
If you're in the future, the groundhog is...
We used to have this holiday called Groundhog's Day. I just always go wait like 1,000 years in the future.
Right. Or this time it worked and it's repeating February 2nd
Oh yeah.
for all eternity.
If it starts now, then we are right on target with creating the perfect Groundhog Day episode.
I'm a god.
You're God.
I'm a god. I'm not the god. I don't think.
When I was a kid, I would only watch Ghostbusters. I wasn't really into...
I would only watch Ghostbusters.
Let me finish. I would only watch Ghostbusters. I wasn't really into Bill Murray per se. I just liked Ghostbusters. And as I got older, I was like, I wonder what other Bill Murray movies are like. And I watched Groundhog Day and I go, oh man, I've been missing out. Turns out he did other shit besides just Ghostbusters.
Huh.
Huh.
This is the first time hearing about it.
Right. And he did Groundhog Day many, many times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the idea behind the movie.
I think they should have just kept releasing Groundhog's Day every day in theaters, like every year. For that day, it would release. Wouldn't that be a fun marketing thing?
Definitely. I'd go see it in theaters. I love watching.
It's a classic comedy. Just release it every Groundhog's Day. It'd be funny.
All right, this is the guy.
You're like, didn't you release this last Groundhog's Day? You know, what are you repeating yourself? It'd be a whole funny bit.
Yeah.
You know how bits get funnier when you explain them.
This is Archdruid Kaimar.
I like him.
I
like his design. I like how he looks like a forest mage.
He summons animals to fight me. Oh, it's very cool.
As we just saw, yeah. Is that his Patronus?
He shoots his green goo at me.
Well.
Who doesn't?
Is it pollen?
It's very damaging. So once he hits me with the green goo,
so it is pollen.
It stays on me and keeps hurting me.
Got them allergies.
Like I have allergies, right?
Oh no. It's not really gooey. It's like a vapor.
So this character I'm playing as is the Colonel.
The Colonel!
I had to make an entire new character because of this boss. Last time I was doing like a blood guard thing, and I kept trying to fight him.
You know, people request Blood Pressure Jones.
Right.
They're going to be pissed. So I'm glad you're explaining yourself a little bit here.
Why I'm losing fire now instead of blood?
You're addressing the controversy.
I got tired of sucking. I got tired of having a shitty character.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But people grew to love him over the course of episodes.
He wasn't good at his job.
Okay. Canned his ass, I guess.
He's done. Colonel took over.
Look, I don't get a say in all these decisions, folks.
I just do it.
Sometimes James just does things.
Oof.
And we'll mourn him in the comments. We'll mourn Blood Pressure Jones in the comments.
He did.
So when I fought this guy the first time with this character, I beat him in the first try.
Mm-hmm.
I was very proud of that. That is not going to happen now because I'm talking now. And it's really hard to like play a game like this and talk at the same time and be engaging. I know people do it, and they're incredible. I'm not that kind of autistic. I'm not the cool kind of autistic. I'm just nervous. I'm really fucking nervous all the time.
I would say just go ahead and get back to your little boss guy that you want to fight, and when you need to concentrate, I will give people a solid watch/listen recommendation.
You'll do a hard vamp.
It's just doing the show.
Okay. I'm not actually vamping to anything. I'm just talking. We're just talking.
Yeah. You're putting too much pressure on yourself, man.
Oh, God, I'm so
This
stressed
is supposed to be fun.
Right.
You know? Don't lose sight of that.
It is fun, but part of the fun is the stress of these games. You know what I mean? Kind of like a horror game, survival horror game.
No, I suggested Hamtaro. I don't know what you mean.
You're like, I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Nice, good bop, too.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You know what I've been playing? I've been playing
Tell me.
Super Smash Brothers on my Switch. I forgot I had it, available to download because I don't keep it on there regularly. I'm usually playing either Animal Crossing or one of the Breath of the Wild or what's the other one? Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, I re-downloaded Super Smash Brothers, and I've just been having fun in a good old-fashioned beat 'em up. No stress. Doing those little AI tournaments that you can do. You can be the man. I main Kirby. I don't know if that's cool or uncool.
I think it's cool.
I know people have strong opinions about who other people main in Super Smash Brothers. It's kind of like a pick your starter Pokemon kind of thing.
Sure.
Or your Harry Potter house or whatever stupid things people
I didn't pick
identify
my
with.
Harry Potter house. It was picked for me.
See, that's the kind of crap I'm talking about. Who's your main in Smash Brothers?
Ness.
Yeah, you are an Earthbound guy.
Yeah.
That's true. I should have known that about you. I like Kirby, and I like who's the other one I fight as? Mega Man. I fight as Mega Man sometimes
Nice.
because he's just fun.
I forgot Mega Man was a character. Now, what's this on? Is this on GameCube? Or, this is Switch, right?
Switch.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just called like Super Smash Brothers Melee or whatever, but yeah, it's the Switch version.
Super Smash Brothers Melee. I like when people call it Melee, and I go, nope,
Nope.
incorrect.
Remember for a while there when people didn't know how to say meme out loud?
Mimi.
I think we've kind of settled it now, but yeah, there for a while it was anybody's guess how to actually say it.
I wasn't sure how to say it when it first kind of like became a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we were old enough to remember the proliferation of the word.
Of the meme.
Well, sure. The memification of meme. Yeah.
I don't know what he just did.
So, like I said, as you fight this guy, I'm going to give people a watch and listen recommendation.
Very good. All right. Go.
So, the original director of the first Godzilla movie directed a movie in the mid-'60s called War of the Gargantuas. Okay?
Okay.
People accidentally wake up these giant, they look like big Neanderthal type guys, kind of like a cross between a Neanderthal and the Jelly Green Giant. We'll put up a picture. I'll give you one to put
Okay.
up.
Right on. Cool.
And they fight, right? It's just a big like Godzilla type fight movie.
Hell yeah.
Beautifully shot. A lot of it happens like right off the coast of this kind of jungle, so you get these cool fight scenes that happen where they toss around boats and stuff like that, but the miniature work looks awesome. And it's just really cool visuals to watch. So that's the watch aspect of what I think people should watch. The listen aspect is I think you should do a Dark Side of the Rainbow type watch experience, where you sync up music to the visuals that you're watching.
Uh-huh.
The way people do with Dark Side of the Rainbow and Wizard of Oz. Dark Side of the Moon? That's the name of the album, sorry. Anyway, so with War of the Gargantuas, which is streaming on Max right now, so people can watch it, it is out there. I think you should put Earth's album, Primitive and Deadly, with it. So you've got these nice, heavy, droning guitars that just kind of hypnotize you while you watch these giant monster men fight. It is super fun.
I'll watch it. Hell yeah.
It's really fun to do, and I suggest anybody who's looking for like just a lazy Sunday afternoon kind of activity to just relax and let it kind of give you inspiration creatively.
I have a lazy Sunday afternoon ahead of me. Like, we're recording at noon on a Sunday. This is perfect timing. This is wonderful news. I got the whole day now.
Do you do that? Do you put on stuff and then put on different music with it?
I will put on stuff and then fall asleep 10 minutes later because I'm so fucking tired all the time. And I hate it.
I definitely
hate
have
it.
things that I do that with, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like if you're just hanging out.
If I'm just hanging out and I try to watch a movie, if I'm even semi-horizontal on the couch, I'll probably
You'll
pass out.
start to nod.
I'm an old man.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to start the thing over. I've tried to watch Gladiator 2 twice now.
Well, I don't think that's the movie so much as it is all the heroin. You know,
what's this guy's deal? He's
I think
just
if you just lay off the heroin,
you
man,
just
you
gotta
could
take
finish
it
a movie.
easy, guy. Jesus.
No, he thinks it's the movie.
Anyway, Gladiator 2 came out on Paramount Plus, and I said, yeah, I'll watch it.
I've seen it too. I've added it to my watch list. I want to see Denzel.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be watchable. It may not be the greatest movie ever.
I've tried watching it twice now. I have fallen asleep both times, and I tried to rewind it to where I fell asleep. I tried to remember where I was, you know?
All right.
Try to work it out, and I just go, you know what? Maybe this movie's just not very good, because then when I tried to watch it and stayed awake, and I'm sitting up, I'm sitting in my chair with my little TV.
You're trying your hardest to engage with it.
I'm really trying, and I go, oh, I get it. Gladiator 2. There's 2 gladiators now, and there's 2 evil emperors now.
All right, I'll give you a second option then. If War of the Gargantuas doesn't pique your interest, I have another one that's equally fun in the visual sense, where you don't have to pay attention to what's going on plot-wise.
Real quick, though. It's called 2 because there's 2 of everything.
Oh, my God.
That's all. All right.
Oh, my God. Are you happy? Are you happy with that?
I'm not happy. I wanted to like it. It's
I think
stupid.
it's important sometimes to just pause and reflect on the things we say and do. Right now, I think you should do that. Yeah.
Are you happy? I have never been happy.
I've never been happy. Is this how you thought your life would be, Edna? No.
No.
But then again, I was a very depressed child. Planet of the Vampires.
Oh, awesome. Love it. I'm already on board.
Directed by Mario Bava, the same guy who did Bloody Sunday and several like good gore movies.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He did a space movie called, like I said, Planet of the Vampires. Does that title alone not entice you? You know?
What do you think it's about? I'll give you a couple hints. It's in space and there's vampires afoot.
Couple of notes about it. Really fun color-wise. A lot of fun, like, trippy colors going on in that
awesome,
with the costume design and whatnot.
Love a good palette, you know?
Right, exactly. Same with War of the Gargantuas, because they're like, one of them's green and another one's a different, you know? So it all just reflects real cool. And then the other thing about Planet of the Vampires is really cool space, like astronaut costumes.
Uh-huh.
You know how every movie kind of does a distinct style of astronaut? Like you've got the 2001 Space Odyssey version of the spacesuit, or you've got the Gravity, like hyper-realistic version. This is much more stylized.
I was going to say, are the spacesuits practical, or are they cool?
They're very cool.
All right.
They look similar to like modified motorcycle helmets.
Right on.
That have been, you know, made to look futuristic.
Yeah, for sure.
Very fun. The whole thing's very fun. And again, just put on some music with it. Preferably instrumental music. It tends to work the best. It's not too distracting. So this afternoon, while you're sitting here playing your video games and you have a screen going with something else, put on Planet of the Vampires. I promise you, every time you look over and glance over at the screen, something awesome will be happening. Same with War of the Gargantuas. I'll let you borrow the Blu-ray of Planet of the Vampires.
Okay, absolutely.
I don't know where people can watch that.
Good. I need 2 TVs is what I need. I need 2 TVs to play a game on, and then I need 2 70-inch TVs next to each other so I can play a game on one TV and then watch a movie on the other TV. And I think that, you know, then I'll be happy.
And I want an army of didgeridoos. 50,000 didgeridoos.
Oh, shit. Giant crabs. I'm out. I got to go. I don't have time for that.
I'll put in the description of this video some of the albums that I put along with stuff.
Okay.
And I'll send you privately a Spotify link so you can get this all. But I highly recommend it as a watching experience for the vibes. The vibes are immaculate. Anyway, so that's the kind of stuff I've been doing this week. What have you been doing this week?
Hanging on.
Just hanging on.
Just hanging on for dear life.
Look, hang in there, baby.
Trying to skip the news because you can't escape it. Trying to come to terms with the fact that the people ruining this country are the same people that get those text messages that say, "Hey, your package wasn't able to be delivered. Click this link and we'll get it to you. I promise. We're not some shady fucking scam artist."
Hey, James.
Yeah, what's up?
What happened, man? We were having a good time here.
Well, you know what? I'm not allowed to have a good time.
You really fucking swerved. Really fucking swerved.
It wasn't my idea. You asked me how my week was. I'm telling you how my week was.
Maybe tell me about like what you like about the Lord of the Rings.
I mean, where do you start? You know, I did see something really interesting. It was like a I wish I could find a picture of it because now it just sounds like I'm making stuff up. But you know how...
Welcome to the show.
Right.
We're making all of this up.
Right. Are these guys telling the truth? We're telling some of the truth. Some of it is truth.
All
Some
right,
of it
calm
is
down, Alex Jones. We're not telling the truth.
It was the only way I can describe it is like a train set, but in the style of Middle Earth. So it was Middle Earth, but in small diorama form. And it had Minas Tirith right in the middle of it. It was very cool. I like seeing things like that. In between the horror, I get little things like that, and I go, oh, great. All right.
Well, and I think
there is good in the world still.
I like to think that's kind of what we're providing to people who watch and listen to this show.
Yeah, I have a hard time escaping it.
I know. I like to recenter you.
You do.
Whenever you get a little...
You know what? You're going off the fucking rails a little bit. It wasn't my idea.
Nothing was...
guy back here?
Nothing was our idea. But everybody knows. You can go anywhere and listen to people talk about how much some stuff sucks. That's cool, I guess.
That's cool.
I don't want to be that.
Sure.
I want to be the slug fighting, flaming sword guy. That's my zone.
A lot of slugs in here, too.
Kill them all.
I lived in a house where slugs would come up the kitchen drain sometimes.
Harness your rage at these slugs.
That was a shitty house I lived in.
Can you summon salt?
I don't know, maybe.
Is there any data about whether kosher
Shout
salt
out to Summoning Salt on YouTube, by the way,
worse?
if you want to watch world record video game videos. Those are cool.
I mean, sure, yeah, speed runs are a thing.
Yeah.
Those 100% completion, like, walkthroughs and stuff like that. That's all fun subgenres of gaming. We're much more in the cozy casual corner.
Ooh, that reminds me. All right, I did find something good this week. You had to dig into my brain a little bit.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers, look for the helpers.
I did. I found a new YouTube channel, and
yeah.
Oh, it's called Pushing Up Roses, I think.
Okay.
I really hope I got that right.
If you didn't, you'll put a thing up.
I'll put a thing up. Maybe I got it right. Maybe not. Anyway,
edit this fuck out of this one.
It's a gal that she does Murder, She Wrote episode recaps.
Fucking great.
And I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know this. Of course, this is a thing.
That sounds awesome.
There's something for everyone, right? I also watched a video she reviewed or did a recap. I can't tell the difference between a recap and a review sometimes.
Well, a review is what they thought of it.
Yeah, okay.
So if it's heavy on what they thought about it, then it's a review. If it's just telling you a summary of the episode, plot-wise and whatnot.
It's a little bit of both. It's a summary of the entire...
That's what a lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like what I thought of it. Here are some jokes interspersed here and there. Anyway, she did a review recap of Sleepwalkers by Stephen King. Not the book, not the story, but the movie.
Oh, I have the special edition Blu-ray.
I've never seen it. I've never seen the movie, so I really didn't know what to expect.
It's Mick Garris.
It's really weird.
Mick Garris movies, man, I don't know. I love the guy. I love that he's such a fan of horror and a student of horror, and he's friends with all these legendary horror guys, and he's legendary in his own right. He has a great podcast, which I think he might have ended, but it's like Postmortem with Mick Garris, where he talks to all these industry people. And he's really great for the horror community, right?
Yeah.
Now, that all being said, all praise to Mick Garris. He's a great guy. Seems like the nicest guy.
All praise to Mick Garris.
I don't love his movies.
Oh, no.
I kind of don't love them.
So I have some questions about not Mick.
Sleepwalkers is bonkers.
So that's my question for you is that, are they cat people and also...
Yes, they are cat people.
They're cat people. Why are they afraid of cats if they are, in fact, the cat people?
So
that's my question.
Well, cats don't generally like other cats.
Okay, sure. Typically.
I believe within the mythology of the movie, which is expanded from the story, right? In that sense, what's happening in the movie is every time these shape-shifting cat people, for those people who don't know what this movie is about, these shape-shifting cat people are looking for the essence of virgins to stay young. Right. It's a real old school kind of story.
And it's a real bummer that the last two Sleepwalkers are a mother and son duo.
Well, that's where it gets bonkers.
Yeah, they're a mother and son duo that are in a romantic relationship.
It's very Oedipal.
Charles meets his mother downstairs and asks her to dance. Just a friendly little mother-son dance.
What's for dinner?
Charles, just turn your head and look in the oven. It's right there.
Ugh.
Anyway, But every time they show up to a place to look for more virgin essence, cats
So stupid.
become aware of their presence.
It's a lamp monster.
I don't know. What do you got for me, Steven? What can I see by Friday? So they freak out around cats,
Sure.
and vice versa. It's just a weird. It's kind of like they're vampires and garlic kind of thing. You know what I mean? Every monster has its weakness or its,
Yeah, more often than not, cats don't immediately get along with other cats.
So cats will start freaking out, and cats can hurt them with their scratches and whatnot.
Sure.
So they usually make it a point to try to get rid of cats that are around because it's very obvious when a cat freaks out and just attacks you every single time. It's like whenever, they would have in movies where the evil guy would walk by a pet store and all the dogs would go crazy.
Sure.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's evil.
You can sense evil, I guess.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. I don't recommend people watch Sleepwalkers,
Oh.
particularly.
Just heads up, don't bother.
Look, there's a couple of scenes that are worth looking at on YouTube of like Mark Hamill, for instance. It's real
Oh, yeah, that's right.
mid-period in the wilderness Mark Hamill between Star Wars and voice acting.
Yeah, I got you.
And
This guy
then
yelled at me. Get away from me.
other than that, look at some of the effects, but look, I'm telling you, the movie opens with a fucking yard full of dead cats. So that's not particularly fun.
That's not great.
It's not particularly fun to see.
No, huh?
The main storyline is, like you said, a love story between a mother and son, and how weird that is.
It's so stupid.
And they try to make it seem normal by being like, no, he wants to date the girl who he meets, in this town. And it's like, no, he doesn't. They want her essence.
Spoiler alert, he tries to eat the girl.
He tries to assault her in a graveyard.
Right, at
like,
first-
there's tons of stuff in this movie, which Stephen King has a cameo in, by the way.
Yeah, I know he does.
Stephen King, I think Toby Hooper, and I want to say there's another one. They all have cameos, just random little cameos. It might be Clive Barker, actually. I don't know. But anyway, so if you want to see that, look up the cameo scene. It all happens in one scene. And you've got the best part of the movie. Not to shit on it, because like I said, I do own the special edition DVD. I will watch it, but it is some deeply weird shit.
I like that. I'll watch it.
You got to be deep into like Stephen King trashy horror stuff to even want to watch it.
Watson will watch it, so you don't have to.
So you don't have to. I gave you guys stuff to watch earlier.
Right. Lots of stuff, too, with specific instructions on how to watch it.
It's a suggestion. Look, the movies are great on their own. The albums are great on their own. Put them together, guys. It's like peanut butter and chocolate. Two great tastes finally together. Like nuts, like nuts and gum.
It was the crab that took me down to the end.
In the end, it was Hubris, a crab named Hubris.
Mr. Hubris. Get him. And he's like, okay.
Are you feeling it now?
I'm trying to get to the sunny area. I want to show you that they changed something. If you're familiar with this area, Fair and Keep, you realize that two things. One, From Software cannot get enough of poison swamps. There's always got to be some fucking poison swamp in these games.
Sure. Poisoned.
And
right
two,
on cue.
The level was arranged a little weird. There's supposed to be a ladder that gets you up out of the swamp. I want to say they did away with that and just added these big ramps that kind of get you around instead. And I think I like it better.
I imagine the ladders were probably a little slower.
Some things are improved in the mod. Some things are rearranged. I really think this is a move in the right direction. I got to find where the big ramp is, though. I want to say it's nearby.
Honestly, from these episodes where we've been playing through this, I think it's a good mix of, some of it's just a stylistic update. So stuff looks cool. And like you said, some of it's just kind of a rearranging.
Right.
So it's not necessarily objectively better or worse. It's just
different.
It's just different and fun, and I like it. I'm on board with this whole mod so far. I haven't seen anything where I'm like, why'd they do that?
I think I know where to go. Get away from that guy, that's for sure.
What?
All right, yeah. We'll see it. We'll find it next time.
Well, next time we'll find it.
Next time. You got a lot of stuff.
What killed us?
Got a lot of homework. This guy.
I barely saw him.
Yeah,
He was just huge.
He is the swamp.
He is the swamp.
All right, we'll see you next time. Found it. All right. Yeah, this is it. All right. Next time